Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. This is LoveInspiredTags. My name is Jamie. I am a full-time reseller on platforms like eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Jamble. Today, I'm gonna just do a laid-back video. I'm gonna do a ship with me and show you guys what has sold. And I'm doing it from my GoPro because I thought, why not? It's much easier to edit my videos on my laptop versus on my phone. My phone always complains that I have no memory. So I always have to like delete things and it's just annoying. And so I thought I would just go ahead and record this video from the GoPro and see what it looks like, if I like it, that kind of thing. Normally I record on my phone. So we're gonna give this guy a little break today and try out the GoPro. I have, I think, 5 sales going out. And it has been a slow week for me. Haven't had very many sales, but I'm always grateful. I'm always grateful for any amount of sales. But today I have 5, and yesterday what happened is I actually sent out offers on every liked item on Mercari. If you're on Mercari and you're just ignoring it like I am, I usually just cross post over there and then I just leave it. And then if somebody sends me an offer or whatever, then I'll, you know, if I sell something on there, then I sell something. But I don't normally do anything over there. Like when people like an item, I don't typically send offers out. It is just, I just don't get a lot of sales on there. But I will say that I did send out offers on every item. And it doesn't feel as streamlined. If you send out offers on Mercari and you know like a streamlined way of doing it, let me know, because I just went through every single item and I don't know a whole lot. The gist of it is you can't just send like a 10% off like you can on Poshmark to a new liker. I feel like once you send out an offer, it always has to go lower from the last offer, no matter if it is a new liker. Am I wrong on that? Let me know, because that's just my understanding. That's how I feel. And so I'm not going crazy with the offers because I feel like my next offer, when somebody else likes it, I'm gonna have to go lower. So am I wrong? Let me know. I don't really know much about Mercari other than, you know, I put my stuff over there and then when something sells, I just send it off. I also added Depop to the platforms that I'm on. I have been on Depop before, never sold a dang thing. I did get some offers, accepted them, but unlike Mercari and Poshmark and yeah, basically those two, because eBay you still have to pay if you accept an offer. So I accepted the offer and Depop did not, like, they never came back to pay for the item. So I took all my stuff down also because I could only cross post so many pictures. I think it was like 5, and that's just not enough pictures for me to show my items sometimes. Like a lot of times I have like a lot of pictures that I put. So that was something that kind of bothered me about that platform, but I figured I would give it another go. We can add more pictures now. I think it's like 8 pictures you can add. So I figured I would try it again, and I'm slowly cross-posting over there. I'm not going crazy with it, but we'll see how it goes this time around. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna get everything set up here and I will show you guys what sold. Now I don't have a stand for this, so this is how we're gonna do it. Sorry for the light over my head. So let's go. I did sell one of my free people. This is gonna be a little bit of a pain. I did sell one of my free people items from Fox Liquidation, so I will share that with you as well. Okay, so the first item that I sold is a Chaps purple dress. So Chaps, like Ralph Lauren. Really pretty, has light shoulder padding in it. So it might be an older style. I don't know if they still put shoulder padding in clothes these days. Do they? Let me see. Yeah, so I don't see a date on it. I was hoping to see a date. But it's a really pretty Ralph Lauren dress, Ralph Lauren chaps. And we sold this one here for $19. And if you've never seen one of my Ship With Me videos, I do pre-package in cellophane bags, like so. My mom once purchased from me, and she was so impressed that I put them in cellophane bags. She says it looks so professional. But I like this because I feel like if it's raining, or like in the winter if it's snowing and the package gets wet or something, though I ship them in Tyvek typically, which I think are waterproof, but you never know. So I just like to make sure that it doesn't get messed up, or if something like happens, you know, I just like to make sure that it's protected as best as I can protect it. I'm going to use the You Got Great Taste Today sticker, and then I just put it on there, write a little note, and I stick it on the packaging, and then I do some tissue. Now I misspoke earlier and said I was putting this in the Tyvek USPS envelope. I am not, because this is a Mercari sale, and it's first class. So I do have poly mailers. Okay, and this is going to Kelly, so thank you so much, Kelly. If you watch my channel, I appreciate your purchase, and I hope you enjoy that beautiful dress. It is very pretty. So let's see what we have next. It's going to be in bin B27. The item that was sold is this really pretty cabbie top. It is cabbie on the prowl, animal print, sleeveless. Very nice. So that one sold for $20. Again, this one is an eBay sale. So if you are new to my channel, or even if you've been watching and you don't know much about me and you want to know a little bit more about me, I will tell you more about me in regards to how I became a reseller. I will start from the very beginning of time. No, I'm just kidding. It feels like it. This one I actually am gonna have to weigh, which I'm pretty sure though it's under 8 ounces. So I'm gonna set this one off to the side for now because my camera is propped up on my weight scale. So let's see, let's go to the next one, B33. Okay, so this one here you guys might recognize from my last video. This is the Chico's multi-striped cardigan, and it comes with a top, a matching top. This one I believe I just listed like yesterday or today. I mean, not today, definitely not today, but yesterday or the day before, and it sold. And this one sold for $34. So I will continue my story here. I signed up for eBay in 2003, I believe. And I signed up just to buy stuff. So if you go to my account, you'll see that I've had my account for like 20 years. Then I got married and had my child in 2005, and that's when I learned, though it did not click in my head, but that's when I learned that I could sell used clothing. So at the time, probably in like 2006 I would say though, Jamble, the kids clothing brand, was very popular. So I would buy my child clothes, and then either on eBay or at Jamble, and then I would, when she outgrew them, I would turn around and I would sell them on eBay. I thought it was pretty cool, you know, it was a good way for me to just get our money back, you know. I mean, you know, kids grow fast, and so she wore them for a little while, I resold them, but it never occurred to me that I could go to thrift stores and actually buy things and sell them that way. That didn't like make sense to me. So at the time I had thought, I want to find a wholesale company, and so this is in 2006. I want to find a wholesale company and I want to sell clothes on eBay. I think that would be fun. Now keep in mind, my husband, he was in the military. I was a stay-at-home mom, and I thought, well, and this was just an idea, selling clothes, that interested me. I worked retail prior. I worked at Penny's, I worked at Sears after I moved, and in both companies I worked on the pricing team. At Penny's I did stock, and then I did customer service as well. So I did a few positions at Penny's before moving, and then taking a position at Sears and working on their pricing team. But I loved retail, I loved clothes. So while I was being a stay-at-home mom, I thought this is something I could do to earn maybe extra income, hopefully. So I found a company and I bought 2 lots of tank tops to sell, and I was so excited. And I got them in, and I tell you, I think I only sold maybe 1, maybe 2. I might have sold just a couple of them. And then what I did was I thought, well, maybe clothes isn't where it's at. Maybe I should like do home stuff. So then I bought some sailor snowman, like US Navy snowman ornaments. And I got like a whole lot of those, and then I listed that to try to sell. And I did sell some of them, but I guess it just didn't seem like it was going to work out. So I stopped doing it, and I got into, and a lot of people, like, there's a lot of hate these days, but I got into like MLM, multi-level marketing. So I got into Scentsy, and I did that for a little while, and then when I got out of that, I sold my stuff on eBay, and so I basically had experience with selling on eBay, but it just never clicked to me to go out and find stuff at like thrift stores and garage sales and then come home and list and resell. Fast forward, we're moving around, you know, my husband's in the military. So really I couldn't have been a reseller anyways, because we would have had to lug all that stuff around. You know, we started in Jacksonville, went to Pensacola, went to Virginia, we moved back to Jacksonville, went to England, moved back to Pensacola. So in the span of, you know, well, my husband did 20 years, so, and I was with him for 19 of the 20. So fast forward, we get back to Pensacola. This is, you know, where we reside now, where my husband retired. And I went through some pretty difficult times in 2015. My brother unexpectedly passed away, among other things. So just private matters were going on, and it was not a very great year. And then in 2016, I heard this company with the great leggings. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. It was LuLaRoe, right? So I got sucked into LuLaRoe, and I became a consultant, or, you know, a retailer, however you want to, whatever term you want to use, in March of 2016, and it was great. It distracted me. It got my mind off things. You know, it was fun. I met a lot of people. We got to go to Tampa and go to a training there. We rode, you know, horses in the bay, and we had a really great time. And I did that until September of 2017, when it started to feel like the company I wasn't trusting the company anymore. It felt like something was going to happen, and I didn't want to be a part of it when it did. They are still in business, by the way. But I took that opportunity with all the money that we had invested into it and the money that we could get out of it. I took that money and I put it towards what I had always wanted to do, and that was have my own boutique. So we switched from LuLaRoe to my own boutique, Dakota Southern, and It was great. And so that was September of 2017. And I did that until October of 2019. And at that point, we had a storefront. And I will tell you, I feel like that was a blessing that we had decided to shut it down in 2019, because I don't know if we would have been able to survive 2020. Okay, so next up we have Levi's 527 bootcut red tab jeans for boys, size 16. These are new without tag. I actually bought these for my son, and I told him do not rip the tags off because we have to make sure that they fit, and he did not listen to me. So yeah, but he did leave the sticker on the front on. This one right here sold on Mercari. I just sold something else on Poshmark. So these sold for $15 on Mercari for the Levi's boys jeans. Back to my story. So we closed the shop in October of 2019. A few months prior to that, my brother, he would be like, you know, you should try to be a reseller, you know? I mean, he's like, I make all this money, you know, blah, blah, blah. He is not full-time. He teaches as well. So it's kind of like his side money, you know? But he was making pretty decent money, and he does hard goods. And so I thought, well, you know what? I think I'm gonna try. So basically, I started to switch gears as I have this storefront, and I am going garage sailing on Saturday mornings before I open the store up. And then I would just bring everything to the store, and we had this back room, and it was starting to fill up with stuff that I was finding. So yeah, so I was bringing all the stuff back to my store, and I was kind of working my store, but also starting to change gears into becoming a reseller, which I was finding a lot more joy in. There was a much bigger profit margin. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of struggling in my boutique. I mean, we were doing okay, but it was hard. So this one's going to Randy. Thank you so much, Randy, for your purchase. And the one before that one is going to Kara. So if you guys are watching my channel, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy. We have one more order to ship out, and that's the Free People from the Fox Liquidation box. Yeah, so if you guys go back to like my first video on this channel, it was in my storefront, and I was basically saying that I was going and leaving my boutique to become a reseller. And I was talking very quiet because the walls, I was in like the shopping center, and the walls were so thin. And I was self-conscious that they would hear me in there just rambling on. Okay, so this item that sold, it is We the Free. And this is from, again, the Fox Liquidation box that I had. If you guys want to go back and look at it, this is from the, I believe it's the $800 one that I paid $800 for. So my cost of goods on this item was like 17 and some change, and I sold these for 45. And these are the Maggie mid-rise straight washed black jeans. They retail for $78. So those are super cute jeans right there. I think I'm gonna fold them this way. So while we had the store and I was going out and building up my new reselling career, right, we put in notice that we were gonna close down the doors in that October. And I was kind of sad about it because I feel like I had waited for so long. Thinking back in my 2006, wanting to have, you know, buy clothes at wholesale and sell them on eBay, and wanting to have my own boutique, and And I feel like it had come full circle, and at that point I was closing it down and I was walking away to become a reseller. But I'm just happy that I found reselling, that my brother told me about it. I started out buying hard goods, and I was no good. I was no good at that. If you watched my last video, you can see why. Clothes are a very safe thing for me to sell. They're relatively cheap. They're easy to ship. I don't have to worry about anything breaking. I love clothes. So once I shifted over to clothes, I was much happier and felt like, okay, I can do this. I can do this reselling thing. But it was always my understanding before, like when I was doing the hard goods, that I wouldn't be able, like clothes would not be worth it. I always thought it would not be worth it to do clothes. I still think that I would make more money if I did hard goods. But it's not always about the money for me. It's about doing what I love, and clothes are what I love. I find joy in it. It's easy. It's easy to store, I can put them all in bins. We closed down the doors in October, and I left feeling bittersweet. I was sad that I closed my boutique, but I was happy because I had something to take its place, and that was reselling, and I really enjoyed reselling. So I had a lot of mixed emotions that day. And then when 2020 came and everything was having to be shut down, I really was able to look back and be like, everything happened as it should. I don't know what would have happened if we would have had that boutique, that storefront in 2020, and then have been forced to shut it down, and we had the internet, and we actually were on the internet most of our time being a boutique. So we had the internet, but I don't know, so the way I look at it as it was a blessing that we closed down in 2019, because I don't think we would have survived 2020. We were already struggling. So, and I'm much happier. I love this. I just got this shed in November. It's something that I had always, and I say always wanted, I'd wanted since my LuLaRoe days. I'd always wanted, because we have a relatively small house. It was hard often to work inside the house. So our house is 1,500 square foot. Just not a lot of space for 4 people, and then we had dogs. At the time we had 4 dogs. So my husband built a room on the porch and that worked for a little while until we got leaks because the roof was leaking. And it was just frustrating, and that was my LuLaRoe days. And then eventually we moved to the storefront, but we were able to build this shed because I was working out of a storage unit, and the storage unit kept going up in price, like at least every year, but sometimes midway we would get, we need to be at market value, so this is going to be your new price. And we were paying a lot of money, I think, and with it just continuously rising, it was time to take this step to get a shed. And also my husband works from home, so it's kind of like my space out here. So this is my office. This is what I do during the day while he's in there in our house, and we kind of have a little bit of our own workspaces, and so we're not in each other's spaces all day. It's all worked out, and I'm happy I get to do what I love doing. It might not be from a storefront, which is what I absolutely adored. That's why I'm on here with you guys. So I've always enjoyed connecting with people, and so I find that reselling can be lonely. Just like anybody who has their own business, it can be lonely and isolating. And so that's why I appreciate and I'm grateful for platforms like like YouTube or Instagram where we can reach out and connect to each other. But I'll tell you, I have an Instagram and I'm not on it very often. I'm actually pretty terrible with social media, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so let's get this packaged up. This is on Poshmark. Oh yeah, I got another sale while I was warming my mouth. And oddly enough, I'm pretty sure it is a sale from my boutique. For one of my boutique items. And I don't think it went for much. Because I've marked down a lot of my boutique stuff because I've had it. Because guys, it's 2023 and I closed my boutique in 2019, so I've had that stuff for a few years. So I need to get it moving out, just free up some space. So I have some of it marked down pretty low. So thank you so much, Christina, on this one for the free people. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy these. But what I'm gonna do is I gotta weigh this eBay one. It's lunchtime, guys. Got my Dr. Pepper. This is what happens is now I'm like, I got sidetracked. And I can't remember how much the weight was. What was it, 6 pounds? 6 ounces? Do you guys sell on eBay? I know some people are intimidated by it because the shipping is, you know, it's not as cut and dry as Poshmark or Mercari. So that one is done, and that one for the cabbie is going to Chandra. So thank you so much, Chandra, for your purchase. I hope you enjoy that beautiful top. All right, let's take a look at what's sold on Poshmark. So yeah, we sold the lilac sleeveless dress for $10. It's just a simple sleeveless purple dress. Also want to say, and I always forget to say this, I always rewatch my videos after, so when I edit them, I watch them after I get done editing them to make sure nothing needs to be changed, and then when I post them on YouTube, I watch it again. And I always think while I'm doing that, I'm like, dang it, I need to mention that if you follow me and you have a channel, and I do check, like if you have it on public and you follow me and I can see that you followed me, because there's sometimes I get followers and I can't see who follows me. But if you follow me and you have a channel that like pertains to reselling, but even if you don't, if you post recent videos of like things, let me know if you want me to follow you back, because I'll follow you back. I always feel funny following back people who don't have any videos or anything like that. So definitely let me know if you follow me and you want me to follow you back. I'll follow you back. Just let me know. But don't follow me and then I follow you and then you unfollow me, because that'll make me sad. So let me write this thank you note. And I might mess up the pronunciation of this name. So let's go back over here, pull this one. Okay, that GoPro gets really hot, by the way. Okay, so J2 got me nervous for a moment because I was afraid I didn't have it. So it's a medium. Yeah, let me see. Is it just one? Okay. Looks like it's my last one. Medium. So just a really pretty purple, like midi type dress. It's got pockets, but that one is super wrinkly, so I have to steam it. So this one's gonna take me a little bit longer. When I have to steam it and then I let it sit for a while. So it kind of slows down the process, but that's okay. So I also want to say that a lot of what I sell is bread and butter type stuff. I wish I could find a lot of the great brands, but unfortunately I just find what I can. I mean, it ends up to be a lot of bread and butter stuff, but I mean, it sells. And this type of fabric is great because it's it's not going to take me long. It's very easy to steam out the wrinkles. Some fabrics are just super hard, like linen. Not my favorite. Okay, so that's going to look a lot better. It's going to have a little bit of wrinkles in it from packaging, but it'll be fine. It'll be much better than what it would be, right? So that one is going to Ludmila. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Thank you so much for your purchase. I hope you enjoyed that beautiful purple dress. There you have it. That is all my sales for today. That's everything that's sold. I figured I would do the video and just, you know, because there was one, that Chico's one I just picked up last weekend. So I wanted to share that, and then also the Fox liquidation, the Free People. So about that, I don't think I've made my money back yet. But I will say that I do have them priced higher than the comps, so they probably would move faster if I had them lower. Again, they are more like fall winter style, so I expect them to do better when we get closer to the fall winter months. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to say. So tomorrow I am going garage selling. It's Saturday, and there is at least one church sale that I know of. I haven't seen any other ones. I'm gonna go to that one. I don't know how good it's gonna be. I'm gonna bring my camera along and see if I can't, you know, get some good footage for you guys, just some fun stuff to look at. And hopefully there'll be more garage sales, but I don't know. I'm not really seeing a whole lot of good sales for tomorrow. Tomorrow it's looking like it's gonna be sunny, so might be a good day for garage sales. I don't know. So one last thing before I go, I did receive a message from Jamble that someone used my code to sign up to become a seller. So exciting. I'm so happy for you. And I just wanted to give this person a shout out. I hope you don't mind. So it is thrifty.nai, and she is a seasoned reseller, and it says on her profile, always giving great steals and deals, passion for fashion. Sounds like my kind of person. So you definitely want to follow her. I'll put her little Jamble profile. If you're on Jamble, go give her a like and give her support, and hopefully she'll find out soon and she'll get approved to become a seller on Jamble. So that's super exciting for her. And thank you for using my code, Naomi. I am so grateful that you decided to use my referral code to sign up. Yeah, I really appreciate it. So let me tell you how it works. If you guys want to, if you're a seller on Jamble, or you want to become one and then you want to refer people out. So what happens is you can give people your referral code, and mine is in my description. And if somebody chooses to use your referral code to apply to be a seller, so there's two different codes. It's kind of confusing, but so there's a code to sign up to shop, and you can get $10 in credit by doing that for your first purchase. Or you can use my referral code, which is a different referral code, to apply to be a seller. And for that one, if approved, you say you use my referral code. I'm trying to explain this the best way without confusing people. If you say you use my referral code to sign up to become a seller on Jamble, once approved, you get $20 in credit. And then when you sell $200 in your live sales, then I will get $50 in credits. And let me tell you, I would love to have that to shop. I would love to go shopping. I know you would love to have the $20. So yeah, so if you want to, you can use my code, So that's how that works. So again, thank you so much, Naomi, for using my code. Really, it means a lot to me. And I'm looking forward to seeing your first show. Super exciting stuff. And I'm going to follow you, actually. Let me go ahead and follow you right now. So we're going to hit that follow button. Oh. I just hit it twice in it because I didn't think it registered. So now you got like 2 follows from me. Okay. So with that said, that is all I have for you today. I'm hoping tomorrow I'll get some good stuff at garage sales and I'll have footage and I'll be able to share it with you guys. And hopefully you enjoy this and hopefully you enjoy my chat. I know a lot of people don't really have time to sit and listen to people talk, but I figured why not? I'll just put out there a little bit about myself and you can learn about why I became a reseller and also see what sold. So I hope you guys all have a great and safe weekend, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.